I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. What's up, people? How you doing? It's a great day. It's a great day. Did you have a good day this morning? Did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed? Because if you did, you got to define your greatness, darling, because it is there. You need to go back in the bed, roll out on the other side. Because today is a great day. I'm not sure where you are, I'm not sure where you are in your day, but I know I'm so excited I can't even talk. We're going to be right back because we have an amazing author on the show today, and you don't want to go anywhere. Let's define our greatness, huh? Welcome back to the show. Man, I'm telling you, I have a great author on the show because it's the author's edition. The author's edition, where is that? It's the author's edition. Where is my gator? Drop the books, baby. There it is. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I want to welcome Coach Lorraine on the show today. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Tell me about yourself. Tell me about why or how have you ever decided that you were going to be an author, or was that like accident?
That was somewhat of an accident. So one of the things I've been doing over the years as a public speaker, several speeches that I wrote, it had a common theme to it. And someone suggested to me, that should be a book. So that's what motivated me into putting my speeches together and making, with someone's assistance, of course, a literary assistance, I came up with Defining Your Greatness.
I love that. Define your greatness.
Yes.
I'm probably not going to be a great talker or a speaker. I talk too fast. I get excited. I mean, do you get excited when you speak?
I certainly do, but you're going to learn how to kind of tone it down. Just listen, practice until you get it right. That's all it is.
I've done so many different speeches and everybody's like, yeah. So I've learned how to tone it down, but not too by much. But I tell you one thing, tell me about your book. Because I mean, literally speaking, a lot of people need to define their greatness. I mean, they have these imposter syndrome things going. I think they're going way too big and way out of hand.
Unlock the secrets of a better quality of life with Manifestation Psychic Emporium. Experience a spiritual transformation that resonates with your soul. Offering an array of services from candles, conjure oils to spiritual services such as cleansing, healing, mending broken relationships, and much more. Stephanie has been featured on iHeartRadio, radio talk shows, and podcasts around the world. Stephanie is a certified Reiki practitioner, spiritual healer, paranormal investigator, and intuitive life coach with 20-plus years of experience. With a global clientele, she has mended broken relationships and much more worldwide. Visit mpsychic.com to shape your destiny. Elevate your life today. Call 713-858-5777 for a brighter future and better quality of life. Until November, a portion of the proceeds goes to Operation Underground Railroad to stop child trafficking and to help bring them home. Our impact: 4,000 plus predators arrested, 6,000 plus survivors recovered, 1,000 plus operations supported. Please raise awareness for the cause and go to ourrescue.org.
Right, so Defining Your Greatness is about, it's a book that provides simple tools how you can be your better self. So I do give life examples in the book and what I've used over the years to improve my life, because there's no such thing as perfection, but we're always aiming for that no matter what. So there's little tools, like I said, in there, how to speak better, how meditation can help you in calming your nerves and things of that nature.
I need that. I'm wired. I need that. I need that. I need to breathe. I love it when I speak to people, though. Like you. I mean, this is wonderful because you've taken what you're doing in real time and put it in a book that is for all time.
Yes.
And I absolutely love that. So, but let's go back to before you were an author. What were you doing? And then now, what can you see that led up to not just people telling you that there should be a book, but you have to really, truly define your own greatness and believe that it should be a book as well.
Right. And you're so correct. And as it is detailed in the book, because I think about my history, how I got to where I am today, things that have fashioned me over the years. So my parents have always said to me, instilled in me to always do the right thing, always do the best thing, and you can always strive to be greater. And you should always try to put your best foot forward. There are things that I wanted to do. My parents wanted me to do something else. But my mother, for example, is a nurse. And, you know, mothers always think their little girls are going to follow in their footsteps. But in the back of my mind, I like being a nurse. I like being of service, but nah, that wasn't going to work for me. So when I said to her what I wanted to do at the time was be emergency management person, working the EMT, because I was a tomboy of sorts. She didn't care for that either. So over the years, pretty much, you know, this back and forth with family, I was able to finally fashion and form my own way. And essentially, I ended up joining the military. She wasn't happy with that either. But she went along with it because she always knew that I'm my own self, and that's what I do. And eventually, as time goes by, I've always had my dream, and I've always believed that we should always stick to our dreams. And no matter what disappointment that comes your way, don't think that your dream is out of your reach. You got to keep pressing and keep defining your greatness.
I love that. You know, and we have those children that do follow in our footsteps, but then we have the ones that kind of go, no. And they have a mind of their own. And I think, you know, that is amazing, though. That is amazing that you did decide what you wanted to do. And early on, too. You know, that doesn't happen very often. Sometimes you kind of Miranda in things, you know, and you kind of marinate in the wrong things, and then you figure it out in your 30s and 40s. But, you know, you are on the right track. So your book, what can people expect to get out of your book, and how can they use this book in their daily lives?
So there are, like I said, within the book, there are different tips. Meditation is always something that we should lean on, just like with going to church. It helps appeal to the spiritual side of us, looking inward and expressing ourselves in that way. Because quite often we are looking on the outside to develop ourselves, when you need to actually look within quite often and not try to compare yourself with others. In the book, I speak about examples of, like I said, perseverance. Just because you don't accomplish something today doesn't mean that you can't accomplish it tomorrow. Don't let your guards down, and don't let things get to you and think that it's the end all. The other things are, like I said, with public speaking. I do provide some public speaking tips, because you never know when you need to speak, and it might be at a wedding. It might be at the christening of your child. It might be at the job where you get called on to do something unexpectedly, and to better prepare yourself with that. Doesn't mean you'll be perfect, but you'll be in a better position to present than you would be if you didn't prepare. The other things that are in the book are, I have a copy of the book with me here too. All right. Greatness through positivity is one of the chapters. Is always be positive. I have people who come to me every single day and they wonder, why am I so positive? Something negative will happen. And no matter how negative it is, I say, there's something positive in everything that presents itself. And some people don't like me for it, but I'm like, you know what, you don't have to take what I say. But if I don't look for something positive in this, then I'm not going to let I'm not going to make it a down day for me. I'm going to look for the positive, because there's some reason why God or whoever my maker is, has presented this opportunity to me. And I can decide to look on the negative and, you know, dwell in that. Or I can say, you know what, this is happening for a reason. Let me look how I can make this better for myself and those around me.
That's right. That's right. My gosh, that's why I said you better get back in bed and come out on the other side. You got on the wrong side of the bed, then get in the bed and get on the right side. I mean, literally speaking, this is another day to actually make it happen. And you know, the one thing that you said that really, really, really hit me was, if it doesn't happen today, there is tomorrow if you do wake up. You know, it's like, okay, so don't be so critical on yourself. There's so many different opportunities out there, and there's so many different ways to get there. And maybe we're just not in the right spot to get there yet. Just be patient. You'll get there. You'll get somewhere. I think we've all had to kind of modify our direction, of where we want to go. Like you modified your direction and then now you're where you want to be. But that doesn't mean that that's where you end up.
Correct.
Mm.
Yep.
And
And
then,
then,
good.
yeah, and these are things that it's not only for yourself, but us as, I'm sure you're a parent also, yeah, as parents, to kind of instill these things in our kids and let them know that there is always greater and better out there. So don't think the circumstances that has presented itself is the end all. There's always more.
Always, always. Yes, I am a parent twice. Yay. But I mean, even in our children, even in our grandchildren and those children after them, we should be leaving something like what you are doing today. What kind of advice do you give to people who may want to write a book, but maybe they're not, I don't know, self-sufficient, or they might be disabled, or they just might not believe in themselves?
The thing is, they have to find it within themselves to, at a minimum, to begin to write. If they're not even writing for the audience out there, but write for themselves, begin journaling every single day, writing things down. Know that in many cases, you don't have to even actually write the book yourself. I wrote my book, but you have ghostwriters who are willing to do the writing for you. You can actually speak your book and still find a way to get it onto paper. So there's many ways to make this a reality. So start by finding a way to voice whatever it is on your mind that you want to share, journal it, document it in some way, and somehow get the courage to share it with at least one other person. And if that one person is negative, then find somebody else. Keep it moving till you find that person who's willing to believe in you and support you.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I want to thank you so much. Where can people find you to follow you?
So I have a website. It's LorraineCuff.com. No dot, no space. It's LorraineCuff.com. And actually, there's a link for the book on the page and all the other things that I am leaning into as Coach Lorraine.
Awesome. We're going to go ahead and put that in the description box, wherever you're watching, below to the side, wherever that may be, so that you too can, defend yourself.
Yes.
Get out there, be all you can be, defining your greatness. See, she says it better than I do. It is what it is. Guys, define your greatness, get out there and just, have your 30 seconds of craziness, freak out later, but just do it. Okay. Just do it. Define your greatness. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Miss Lorraine, Coach Lorraine, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime. And thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to define your greatness. See, I still don't say it good. Whatever. Bye.
I did to be different. I did.